Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-thru. Special shout out to my wonderful wife, Lisa. Hope she has a great day. Okay, here's number 1 through 3 from your 5.1 to 5.3 review. I'll rewrite these. This says x cubed plus 64. Notice there are no signs here. This is not an equation, so this is an easier version of factoring. Okay? And this is the sum of cubes. Hopefully, when you see the x cubed, you start thinking to yourself, what number cubed is 64? And that number is 4. Okay? So we're going to rewrite it like that. So now it looks like our standard form. And so we write it as x plus 4 times, so same, okay, times x squared. And then here's our opposite, minus 4x. You might say, why didn't I write that as x times 4? Because it's just not how we write things. We could have. Okay, and then always positive on this one. And that's going to be 4 squared, which is 16. And we're done with that one, I think. Let me see. Can we factor this thing? Two numbers that multiply to be 16 and add to be negative 4? I don't think so. Okay, so we are done. You might ask yourself, well, why didn't you use the quadratic formula like we have? Because we're not solving it. We're not finding the imaginary roots. That's what makes this so much nicer. Okay, over here to number 2. This says 2x squared minus 54. Now this one is a little tougher. Okay, because 54 is, I'm sorry, it says 2x cubed. Well, 54 is not a perfect cube. Well, either it's 2 for that matter. Okay, so what do we have to do first? We've got to do a little bit of work up front. We're going to factor out a 2. That leaves us with x cubed here. Aha, that's what we wanted. A 27. So 27 is a perfect cubed. It is a perfect cube. That is x cubed minus 3 cubed. And now it looks more like what we want. So this is a difference of cubes. So I'm just going to move this over a little bit to have a little bit more room. Rewrite the 2 because I can't forget about that. That's going to be x minus 3 times x squared, opposite here. So remember, we're doing this same, opposite, positive in both of these two. So same, opposite, and this will be a 3x, and then always positive on the last one. And that's going to be a 3 squared, which is 9. Let's make sure that this is not factorable. Two numbers that multiply to be 9 and add to be 3. It is not, so that is my answer. Okay, number 3 now. This says x to the 4th minus 4x squared minus 21. Okay? All right. Well, this is a trinomial. It's got 1, 2, 3 terms. It kind of looks like the ones we're used to factoring. That's how we do these. You guys can totally do these. Okay? The difference is, instead of having an x here and a plus and an x here and a minus, I know it's a plus and a minus because it multiplies to be negative. Now these are x squared because x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Okay? So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to be 21 and add to be negative 4. And that's going to be a negative 7 and a positive 3. Do you pick that up? So that's it. That's how you do those. If you were to FOIL this out, if you wanted to FOIL this to check your answer, you would get x to the 4th minus 7x squared plus 3x squared minus 21, which is x to the 4th minus 4x minus 21. Now I'm feeling good because that's what I started with. So remember, this is your answer. This is checking your answer. Boom!